Okay, I figured out my key to success. Now I'm locked in. I learned how to open doors like a locksmith.
Welcome back. You're now locked in with DK and Atwood. I'm Atwood. Killer to my left. DK, as always, back on the mats since it's just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. You and I.
Yeah.
I wonder what I sound like with the nice microphone.
Oh, we're gonna hear it back, and I tell we're gonna like it, bro. I think we probably
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I sounded awesome. So you guys let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
We started off, dude. If you guys like that, I'll start off every podcast with a song. I'll start it off with just the two of us.
You can make requests.
Yeah.
You know, put them in the comments, and we'll make sure DK.
Yeah, dude. Like
starts off with a song.
I try to tell people all the time. I can sing, but I just don't know how to sing.
Make that make sense. It sounds good in my head. But
dude, I bet you if I knew like the pitches and stuff like that, I bet you I could sing. Because I'm kind of talented. You know, I'm just all the way around talented.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just like.
Good at everything, huh?
I just can't surf, bro. Like, that's like one of the hardest things.
Why? It's so easy.
Right. You remember that time it was me, you, and Jordan?
I do, but I don't. I remember we went to the beach because that was a day like they like covered me in sand and we made this like big sand sculpture, but I don't remember like the actual surfing. I remember slam ball.
Yeah, I thought it was just a bunch of dudes out there.
Yeah, it was me, you, Jordan, Jonathan. I want to say Jacob that owns Eternal Wave.
Yeah, no, he wasn't out there.
He wasn't? You sure?
No, but it was some other dude.
Maybe just another tall guy.
That's like he was like the man at Spike Ball, and he let you know.
I don't remember.
He let you know, man. Like, he was a big bragger on Spike Ball. I'm like, dude, relax. Like, there's like, it's like not that.
Yeah, and at the time, you were still fighting.
Yeah, I was still fighting.
It had to have been.
Yeah.
That was forever ago.
But anyways, yeah, can't surf worth a damn. Which sucks, man, because I have a surfboard, I have a paddleboard, but I can't.
Paddleboards are actually harder to me than surfing.
Really? Dude, I have a
in the ocean anyway.
Yeah, definitely in the ocean, man. That thing's all.
How big is your surfboard?
It's like 7 foot, 8 foot.
Really?
Yeah.
And round nose?
Yeah.
Thick?
It's a soft tech. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like.
You have trouble standing up on that, DK?
Yeah, bro.
Come on, man.
What happens is my foot on the back foot, it just slips right off.
What foot do you put back?
A right foot.
You're right. Do you have a kick pad?
I don't. I was thinking about getting one.
Just wax it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I put wax on it, but it's just, it doesn't.
Dang, dude.
Doesn't help. Yeah. I think if I got
that is unacceptable.
It is unacceptable. But here's a couple things. I haven't practiced the way I should be practicing. I'll practice maybe 5 times in a year. I'll maybe practice.
But that should be sufficient enough to stand up on a board that big.
I can stand up.
Oh.
But it's just like, I look ridiculous. I'm just standing up. I want to be like.
Well, it's going to be hard. Well, first of all,
I need a small.
Here
yes, I need a small board.
And then you're going to need a smaller board, which is going to be even harder to surf the waves here, unless there's a hurricane.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no like great surfer, but
I think you and Jordan were popping up.
Yeah. I mean, I also grew up here, so like, you know, when school's out because of a hurricane, like I'm going to the beach.
Go surfing.
Yeah.
I am a little terrified of getting bit by a shark.
I mean, listen, dude, I don't like sharks either.
But I don't, which is weird. I love the ocean and I'll go out there and swim, but I'll get in. I'm like, man, what if a shark? I'll like run it through my head about a shark or whatever, and then I'll like get my feet out of the water. I'm like.
So here's a story. I don't remember what hurricane it was. I just know it was back in the high school days. We went surfing, and you know, when you surf in a hurricane, you're having to duck dive every 5 seconds, just about.
Yeah,
it's almost
the sets are just coming and coming and coming
it's
and coming.
Bitch, just getting out. You you put yourself through hell just to get out there to ride one wave in and then do it all over again, right? So that's why you get out there. You just have to wait for the perfect wave. Well, I was on the way out, and we were surfing right beside the pier, which is already a bad idea, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I duck dive, and I come up, and I think it was a baby shark. I'm not sure. It looked like one, but, I'm no fisherman, but it was just flopping on the end of my board. It scared the shit out of me because I'm thinking if that's a baby shark, then, like, where's
the bigger ones?
Yeah. So that scared the shit out of me.
So you popped up out of the water and it was on your board.
Yeah. It
was my God!
On the tip of my board. Now, very, very briefly, right?
Yeah,
it's almost like I came up with my board and I just popped it out of the water and it started flopping and went right back in.
How crazy is that, dude? That's wild. I bet
spinner sharks used to scare the shit out of me too. But they're not. You know what a spinner shark is, right?
No.
Like if you're out there and you just see like the water like.
Oh yeah.
Like they're not gonna like come for you or anything. They're going after the bait fish, but like they just scare the shit out of me.
Man,
anyway,
that whole I went out on my paddleboard during the winter when I first got it last year because I got it when they dropped all the sales. They did like 50% off.
Oh, you got it on like the end of summer sale?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a pump up, but I mean still, dude, like you're paying $700-800 for a damn
those things are expensive.
Paddleboard, yeah. Anyways, get out there. I got a wetsuit on, Lath gave me a wetsuit. So I'm like, got a wetsuit on, but I'm like falling in the water like constantly, dude. And my head starts getting really, really cold out there. Yeah.
That's how you know. It sucks whenever you get in the water. Well, I guess it doesn't suck. It sucks when you get out, but when it's
and my feet were getting cold
wintertime
too.
Or whatever, you're in the water and you're warmer in the water than the air. Yeah. Did you pee in your wetsuit?
No.
You never done that?
I haven't surfed enough to be able to do that. To
I
have the opportunity to be like, hey, let me just
I think
take a
that's
piss.
something that people just tell people, you pee in it to keep you warm, but I think it's just like a thing.
I think it's a joke.
Kind of like hunters, I guess, would be like, oh, yeah, it's your first year, you got to drink its blood, or something. I think it's kind of along the same lines. But then again, it might be true.
Anyways,
let's talk about some combat sports.
Sports.
So
little MMA. MMA.
So we were just looking at the card for UFC 299. Because everybody's excited for 300. I don't even know if they've come up with the card for 300.
They haven't. I don't think so, man.
They
got not a full card, anyways. Yeah.
But man, that 299 card looks fucking awesome.
Let's see.
A little something for everybody, from the heavyweights to lightweights and bantamweights. But
I wonder where's this fight gonna be at?
I'm not
trying
sure.
to see.
Probably Vegas.
Well, 300's in Vegas.
Oh.
So a lot of times they don't go back to back.
Yeah, true. Maybe Miami?
Oh. Sure is.
It's in Vegas?
It's in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Miami, March 9th.
Yeah. So we're not far away.
I wonder if they got tickets on sale already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they already went on sale?
Yeah, I'm sure they have, and I bet they are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, man, I've been wanting to go to a live event. I went to UFC Greenville, been to that one.
I mean, even that's been, what, like 7 years?
Has it been that long?
Because you're talking about the one, not the no, the only time they've been to Greenville. They've only been there once, right?
Yeah.
Or have they been there twice now?
I think they maybe twice, but
yeah, but the first time is the one you're talking about. Whenever everybody was hoping that Stephen Thompson would get the fight on that card, but got knocked out by Pettis.
Yeah,
and couldn't fight. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, it might not have
maybe
been that
5
long
years
ago. Yeah, it seems like
4 or 5 years ago.
But yeah, I would love to go to one too, man. Like I was wanting to go to the one in Charlotte when they came last time. But
dude, going to a numbered one and not like a fight night, way better.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Better,
I've done it.
I saw I saw John Jones in
New Jersey.
Yeah, in New Jersey when he fought what's that guy's name? Gosh. He's like a
Shogun?
Huh?
Did he fight Shogun?
No, he didn't fight Shogun. Dude, the wrestler got submitted by Anderson Silva. He got man, what's that guy's name? I'm like drawing a blank.
Me too.
Look, got to go to Google on this.
Go to Google on that one.
Man, he's like he's from Washington State. God almighty.
He got submitted by Anderson Silva?
Yeah. 4th round. He's beating his ass in the 5th round.
I have no
God. Everybody's going to be like, dude, how do you have a podcast about combat sports? You don't even know who. Let's see here. Hopefully my phone doesn't die. I got 2% stats. Here we go. All I got to do is look up John Jones' record. And I'll see it. Chael Sonnen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
UFC 159. I got that. I went to that fight on spur of the moment. I'm sitting at my house. It's a Saturday. I'm just sitting there. Buddy calls me up. He said, hey, man, you want to go to UFC? I'm like,
of course.
It's Saturday. The fight's that night, right? And I was like, yeah, I want to go, dude. Like, and of course, you know, I was at a wife and kid at the house, you know, and I'm just like, sorry, guys, got to go. But I was a week out from a fight, man. I was a week out from a fight, so it kind of sucked.
And then back then, though, by that time, everybody knew John Jones was special.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
So you were going to, it's like going to watch LeBron.
Yeah. It was a cool deal. And then I saw, I did go to a fight night event in Washington, D.C. once. Charlie Brenneman, I don't know if you remember him. He had big puffy hair. He had like a big afro back in the day. It's Charlie the Spaniard Brenneman, or the Spaniard Charlie Brenneman. Anyways, he was fighting on that card, and he was fighting Anthony Johnson. And
rest in peace.
Yeah, this was the time. Yeah, this was the time I was living up in Jersey, and I had trained with, you know, Brenneman while he was getting ready for that fight.
So was that light heavyweight or that? Yeah, because Anthony didn't go.
No,
really?
dude, that was at 170, bro.
Oh, okay.
170 pounds.
I didn't know that Anthony fought that light.
Yeah, he did, man.
Wow.
You watch his when he first came in the UFC, he was a 170-pound guy, and he'd blow all the way up to 200 pounds.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
his last couple fights were at heavyweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that dude was a problem.
Rest in peace, man. I can't believe he's dead.
I can't either.
It's just unreal, man.
How did he die?
I don't know, man.
I can't remember either.
But
heart attack or something?
Yeah, probably. Anyways, Brenneman got knocked out that fight, but I had won tickets. I was like 5th row, bro. Floor seats. 5th row, man. Demetrius Johnson fought Dominic Cruz that night.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a good
scrap.
Yeah. Eve Edwards and
Eve Edwards.
Yep, Eve Edwards and Javiello Oliveira, who's down in Charleston now at Housen, where I did a seminar down there. They fought, and so I had trained with Javiello, and I'd had trained with Charlie Brenneman, so that was pretty cool, man. Getting ready to, you know, on the 5th row on floor seats.
Yeah,
I got for free, man. So me and a buddy of mine went to that. I saw UFC 108, which I saw BJ Penn fight. Who'd he fight? He fought Diego Sanchez before he went crazy. Saw Kenny Florian and Clay Guida fought that night. Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Yeah, saw Joe Rogan that weekend. I went.
Who?
Joe Rogan. He was he did stand up. I mean, dude, this was 2009.
Yeah,
December of 2009.
Yeah, you've seen some great fights and some legends.
Yeah.
I have two. I've only been to 2 events, but they were both numbered events.
Yeah.
I think the first one I went to was 219. I can't remember the second one's number, or maybe that was the second one's number. Anyway, like I got to see. So I saw Holloway and Poirier, which was a great fight. I saw Adesanya win the belt against Gastelum, which was a great fight. I've seen Hamzat and Gilbert Burns, Volkanovski and Korean Zombie. And there's other fights like thrown in the mix. Those are just like the main ones of those events. And it was a great time, dude. The second time I went, I did the UFC, like the VIP experience. And I just got like the lowest tier that you could get.
How was that?
It was fucking awesome.
Was it worth it?
Dude, I sat right beside TJ Dillashaw at the weigh-ins. He was like just a couple seats over. Got him to sign. So I bought this replica belt, and it's 24 karat plated gold, and he signed it for me. So that's like in like my closet at home. But yeah, I met him. I met Michael Johnson.
Sell that shit before it's not worth anything.
I'm just gonna hang on to it, man.
It's like show your kids.
Because he's one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah,
so.
dude, I love the way when he was coming up and he was on Ultimate Fighter. I didn't think he was going to be that good, and the next thing you know, he's like the man.
He evolved.
He evolved big time. He was just a wrestler.
Yeah.
Just a wrestler.
I think when
training
he went on
with
the Ultimate Fighter, he had only been training for like 1 or 2 years, something.
Yeah,
like
it wasn't
that.
very much. Training with Uriah Faber and stuff, and I just wasn't a fan of him for some reason. I just thought I was like, man, this guy.
Jordan Penny put me on to TJ.
Yeah.
And then when TJ leveled up is when, obviously he was already a wrestler, but he started training with Dwayne Ludwig.
Yeah,
and
which is crazy because Dwayne wasn't Dwayne Ludwig has I think he was for a while. He had the fastest knockout in the UFC.
Well, he was a great kickboxer, I think, more so than mixed
way
martial
more,
artist,
dude. Way more. And he's a Boss Rutan style. If you guys don't know who Boss Rutan is, that's old. That's
Karate Combat. That's the guy who made that, right?
Man, I don't know if he made Karate Combat. Maybe he did, but he was fighting in pancration. So back in pancration in Japan, you do palm heel strikes. It's just like MMA, but you can only hit with open hand.
Huh.
Yeah, and you wear shin guards and stuff like that for kicks. Yeah, you got to check it out, pancration. So, he was the multiple heavyweight champ of pancration. So it's really big in Japan. It's huge in Japan.
Really?
Get it?
Smiling like that.
Because that's you ever see this shirt? I'm huge in Japan.
Nah.
Oh. No. Never mind.
But getting back to UFC 299, we got a little bit off track there.
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah. That fight with Cheeto is going to be good. Obviously because of the drama and stuff there. But I'm really looking forward to the Kevin Holland and Michael Venom Page fight. I think that's a great fight for both of them because, even though it's the first fight in the UFC for MVP, he's still proven himself in Bellator.
Yeah.
Even after he got knocked out by Lima. Which Lima, brother? It wasn't Douglas.
Yeah, it's probably Douglas because Douglas is the older
I think
one.
it was the younger one.
Younger one was in
Diego. Yeah, that's the one that knocked him
Really?
out. Yeah. Yeah. Because Douglas Lima was the one that was just at the NFC, right? That's
Nope,
Diego?
that was Diego.
Oh, then it was Douglas.
Yeah.
Okay. I just got him. All right, yeah. So
Got 'em mixed
got knocked
up.
out by Douglas Lima.
Smells like somebody smoking a cigarette outside. I can smell it. Right out the back door here. Smoking cigs. It's bad for you.
But so he took that loss. Then he lost to Mike Perry and Bare Knuckle.
Yeah.
So now he's in the UFC. I think it's going to be exciting.
That's just odd, going from the Bellator to UFC.
But if the whole thing didn't happen with Bellator, how it's happening now, right, and how it's playing out, being bought by PFL, do you think he would have left?
I don't know.
They were making decent money in Bellator, and I'm sure he turned down a huge bag with PFL. But I mean, dude, that dude's already made enough money. I think at this point in his career, he knows that he can go and get maybe 3-4 fights in the UFC, make a couple million, and bounce.
Yeah, if he shows up. Shows up, yeah, he's a showman for sure. But it's definitely gonna be hard against Holland.
Yeah, well, that's. I'm probably looking forward to that fight more so than any other fight on the card. And I'm a huge O'Malley fan. I also like Cheeto a lot too, man. So that's
he seems like a cool, down to earth dude.
Yeah, and given how that first fight ended, some people could say, and he hit that nerve. What is it? The perennial nerve or something?
Mm-hmm.
And even you said that's like a freak thing to happen. You ask Sean, he'll say that he was beating Cheeto's ass, but I just rewatched it the other day. I mean, it was fairly even. If anything, Sean took some heavy leg kicks before.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be more prepared this time. And plus, now he's got. I don't know, man. Now you got the hype of being the champ and all this other stuff, but who knows, man? I
think it's going to be a great fight.
Yeah.
Are there any fights from looking on the card that you saw that you were like, oh shit?
Yeah, dude, because there's a ton of fights on the card.
Yeah.
We were talking about there's 13.
Yeah.
13
And
fights
there's like
on the
4
card.
fights where that, you know, either one we're not really interested in, or 2 we just don't really know enough about the people.
Dustin Poirier.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Benoit
Saint Denis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be.
I'm a
good one as
huge
well.
Poirier fan.
Me as well.
Huge Poirier fan. And then Dos Anjos.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
He's fighting
Gamrot.
Yep, Gamrot. I can't say his first name.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't even.
Yeah.
I just go straight for the last name.
So, and Pedro Munoz. I like Pedro.
Me too.
Yeah.
I thought that fight with him and O'Malley was like, I don't know why the UFC didn't redo that one.
Yeah. Dude's only 5.5 foot tall. O'Malley's 5'9".
That's it?
Yep.
I thought he was like 5'11".
Dude, could you imagine a 135 pound,
Right.
5'11" guy?
That's why he looks like a giant.
Yeah. He said he's got a 72-inch reach.
Damn. Well, that's like Jalen Turner being like 6 foot and fighting at 155.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of tall people, like Josh Cook, he's a 135 pounder, one of our amateurs, and he's long, dude.
He's taller than me.
He's tall and long and rangy. Yeah.
He's got a fight coming up, right?
Next weekend.
Is it next weekend? No, it's
What's
the week
this
after next.
week? 27th. Yeah. So
Okay.
2 weeks.
Really? So that's the same weekend that
2 weeks, yeah. Oh, 2 weeks, 4 days, roughly.
Is that the same weekend that Ethan's doing the competition?
27th, yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, so we got a lot of stuff going on that Saturday. Yeah, we got a guy.
And then the weekend before that, a lot of people going up to do New Breed, right?
Yeah, man, it's not as many as I thought was going to go.
Oh, really?
So far, yeah. I thought we'd have at least 10 to 12 people going, but I don't think we're going to have that many.
A lot of people might decide last minute.
That's the way it always goes, man. Guys are like, hey, I'm going to compete this weekend. I'm like, okay. But, I mean, I used to do the same thing, but that was back in the day when you'd sign up day of. Now you have to sign up a couple days before and then shut off registration, you know?
Right.
So it just makes it – I'm glad they started doing that, you know, so you have an understanding when you're supposed to start grappling, you know, instead of like you get there and you wait around for them to make the brackets and then you just go and compete, you know, at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep, I agree.
Those days sucked, man. Sucked. Gosh.
So you got Josh and Britain fighting too?
Yeah, in Charlotte at Grady Cole Center, site of UFC 3.
Oh, nice.
UFC 3 was held there.
That must be what, downtown Charlotte?
It's not really downtown. It's right beside a college. I can't remember the name of the college. It's not Queens.
What promotion is it?
Fight for it.
Cool.
Yep. Fight for it.
And this is, I mean, obviously, you know, Josh had a very quick submission.
45-second rear naked choke. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was what, a month ago?
Yeah. And that was at 135. So he's
going up.
North Carolina same day weigh-ins for amateurs. So he's going to 145.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it?
And Britain's 135.
He's fighting 135, and this is only his second MMA fight?
Second MMA fight, yeah. First MMA fight was like he wasn't even supposed to fight MMA. He's supposed to fight kickboxing, and then a week out, they switched it to an MMA fight.
And he won that by submission.
Won it by guillotine.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But I'm going back, man. I'm watching. I get memories, you know, from the academy, people training, and that guy's been training here for like almost 5. He's been training here for 4 years because I'm like seeing him in 4-year-old pictures.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Britton's a cool dude, man. He's always in here at night.
Yeah, he's in here. Yeah, he's been getting after it. Yeah, comes out early in the mornings, does private lesson, and then goes to work, and then gets off work, does a couple hours of training.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's kind of a testament to the hard, just the amount of work. Like we talked to that. We made a joke. I think maybe 2 pods ago. Like if our belts could talk, what if these mats could fucking talk?
Yeah. Like, oh, look at this motherfucker coming back in.
Back again.
Back again, asshole.
No, but like the
dude,
the amount
didn't you
of
just
skill that has walked in and out of these doors, whether it's you know, seminars or people that train here on the regular, people just visiting. I mean, dude, we've had some UFC fighters that have come in here, UFC legends that have come in here and trained, people like Dan Koval, Jao Miao, Ricardo Cavalcante, you know.
Kenny Florian.
It's like, and I know Trayshawn Gore's been in here.
Trayshawn, Nate Manis.
Has old Kurt come down yet?
Sure hasn't, bro. Yeah.
Dang, Kurt.
Yeah. He always talks about it. It's like, oh, we're gonna do a vacation. He calls his wife Smurf. Me and Smurf and the kids, you know. He's like, is there stuff to? I'm like, yeah, this is a tourist town, bro. Like,
there's always something to do if you don't live here.
Plenty of shit to do. Yeah. Like, they got this upside down building you can go to. It's got some cool stuff.
But yeah, man, it's there's so much work being put in here every single day.
Yeah,
it's cool
I definitely need to get Kurt down here. He started a podcast too, or he had one. It was called Fighting for Last, but then he just changed it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he just started another one with some other dude. It's the Has Been podcast or something like that.
Oh, the Has Been podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not
something
sure.
like that. I have to look it up.
Yeah, I need to look that up.
But yeah, they just started it, and so they only have like maybe 50 subscribers on YouTube. You know, so you know, not like us with almost 500.
We'll get there eventually, man.
Yeah.
It's that. So I was just talking about that earlier. Like the thing is with doing something like this, and building it from the ground up, right? Like me and you, we don't have this huge following on our social medias or anything like that. It's just something
just regular Joes.
Yeah, and it just came about one day. We just started talking about it. We're like, hey, well, let's just do it. And so building this shit up from the ground up, man, it's a process.
Fun. Yeah,
it's fun. I'm enjoying it, and it's gonna take time, and we know that. But you know, one day, you know, the goal is to be able to have the following that will entice,
like Joe Rogan. We want to be like Joe Rogan, people. Okay, so we're gonna need $9 million. We're gonna
9 million
need
subs.
Yeah.
But I would like to get to the point where it's like every week we have somebody scheduled to come on.
Yes.
You know, somebody who is making a name for themselves or on the up and up. Maybe even people that like most of the audience haven't heard about, but we believe that they're going to be something big. You know, like. That would be the goal for me. That would be sick, dude. And then you get to a point where I can do embeddeds on people who, not just on people who we know and train with, you know.
Yeah.
And then maybe those people pay me to do these embeddeds on them. You know, that would be sick.
Who's that dude that used to do those video things? Will something? Black dude does like he does videographies and stuff. Will Harris? I
don't know.
I think so, man.
A local guy?
No, not a local guy.
Oh, was he a fighter?
No, he's done kind of like behind the scenes stuff.
Oh,
but my phone literally just died. So never mind.
Which by the way, I think I'm going to do an embedded on Ethan for his tournament. I think that'd be cool. Haven't done a jiu-jitsu one yet, and you know more about this tournament than I do, right?
Yeah, 16-man invite only. So I mean, obviously you can put in for it and stuff like that, and Ethan put in for it, and so it's first place gets $3,000, second place gets like $750 or something like that, or maybe like $500 or something like that, and then third place gets $250. So it's pretty good, you know, like as far as you know, it's just grappling, dude. It's not like you're getting punched in the face.
Right, exactly.
You know, so 16-man, so you have the opportunity to have four matches, you know.
And it's all in one day?
I'm pretty sure it's all in one day, yeah.
And
170 pounds and
too, right?
Yeah, 170 pounds and below.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're definitely going to have some studs there.
I think you were saying one guy is like an ADCC guy.
Eighth in the world or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. I mean, great for experience, great for exposure for him and for the academy.
Yeah. Yeah. What's going to be wild is, just, you know, doing that, having that, and then that night the MMA fight.
Yeah.
You know, North Carolina's weird with their MMA, like rules and stuff. Though, no head kicks, no knees to the head, and stuff like that. So, you know, with Josh,
Wait, that's just for amateurs.
just amateurs, yeah. But with Josh, he kicks are in his arsenal. Like he loves head kicks and stuff like that. He loves kicking, and he was like a little hesitant at first. He's like, I can't head kick, like I want a head kick, you know. And then he was like, same day weigh-ins too. He's like, fuck it, let's do it. You know, I'll go up a weight class so I don't have to cut weight, you know, that much.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to cut just a little bit of weight and do the same day weigh-ins. I've done that as a pro, man. It sucks.
Yeah, we were talking about that, especially when you were, I guess, like fighting back in Alaska, right?
No, I did it in Virginia. It was same day weigh-ins. Okay. Yeah. For one show I did a same day weigh-ins, and I was like running outside, and like I was in it's a crazy story, man. I fought in a Masonic temple, a Mason's temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had the big auditorium in their Mason's place, in Virginia Beach. And you talk about this was 08, 09 time frame, somewhere around in there. I want to say it's 08. And it's like cell phone service as soon as you walked in there, bro. Gone. None. They had a big cafeteria and everything, man, like a school cafeteria. And that's where our locker room was. And you know how they split it in half? With a piece of plastic. Piece of plastic, dude. They split the locker rooms. Dude, this is like plastic you put on the ground if you're about to paint.
Oh, just like a plastic sheet.
Yeah. Plastic sheet down the middle. A guy there that was fighting later on, he brought his own heavy bag. Canvas heavy bag.
Okay.
You ever hit one of those bad boys, bare knuckle?
Yeah, it'll rip your...
listen to this, man. This guy brings his whole heavy bag, brings the stand and everything for the heavy bag, puts that motherfucker together backstage, and starts beating the shit out of that heavy bag for hours. There is blood all over that heavy bag. I mean, blood everywhere, man, from him skinning his knuckles.
What a dummy.
What a dummy, man. Like, I mean, you see this stuff in amateur fighting, though.
Yeah.
I wasn't an amateur. I was one of the pros, but this guy was an amateur, and he was trying to beat the hell out of this bag. Yeah. And he did.
He beat the
hell out of his knuckles, too. Yeah. He ended up losing. He lost. And then they come back to the back, like exhausted. I'm like, dude, you spent an hour beating this bag up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we saw that. Well, not that, but when we went to Ohio for Jeremiah's last fight, the guy that we were sharing a locker room with was in the main event. And
warmed up forever?
Dude, he was back there for like 5 hours.
Just
like when we first went back there, we put all our stuff down. Then we went out and we watched fights, and then we came back, and then he started. Dude, he was back there hitting mitts, grappling with his coach, who was an older guy with an eye patch, and it was like a cartoon character. And then he had like a mouthpiece in that looked like vampire teeth.
Who did?
The guy's coach
had a mouthpiece.
Yeah. Well, when you see him hold mitts, you understand why. Like, I don't know if it comes down to the dude, because, I mean, I don't know how to hold mitts. I don't know if it was he didn't know how to hold it properly, or that dude that was swinging on him was just wild. But there was one point where he punched the dude in the face, and the guy made the comment, "This is why I wear the mouthpiece." Dude, but the trainer was out of a comic book, dude. I'm telling you. Old guy, long beard, vampire mouthpiece, eye patch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and that was the guy, his coach. That was the dude that was
training. Did you get any video of him?
I'm sure he's on some video. Yeah, I could show you. But that guy got he lost. He got his ass beat.
First round?
I can't remember, but I remember he came back and he's like, the guy just wanted to pull my hair the whole time, or something.
He had
like
braids that. And
yeah, he had long dreads. Yeah. But he was like all into anime.
Was that Rahman?
Yeah, Ramen or something was his name.
Yeah.
Or Rahman. That's probably how he says it.
Rahman.
Yeah, something like that.
Like the old boxer.
Yeah, like the dude that was supposed to fight Jake Paul that one time.
Yeah.
They actually look alike. But yeah, he got his ass whooped. But he was, I remember, I think Jeremiah even didn't say something to him, but said something like aloud, like Jeremiah does, when we're standing right in front
like,
of him.
damn, dude, you warming up enough?
Yeah, he said something along those lines.
Dude, you're going to be tired.
I just couldn't believe it. But yeah, so.
You'll see all kinds of shit, man. It's just like.
And then some of that, like the guy setting up the damn canvas punching bag, like, it's like, all right, is he doing it because he needs to get into work? Is he doing it?
No,
to
he
try
has
to be
no
intimidating?
clue
Yeah.
what to do, what's going on. It's his first. If it was his first fight, I can't remember if it was or not, but I'm sure it was.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we're in fucking Virginia, dude. Like back then, amateurs, I think they still can, and some. It was elbows, knees to the head. It's like pro rules. Yeah, Virginia is one of the states that you can. That it's like, the wild west. Still, it's like you're doing pro rules, but you're not getting paid.
Yeah. Damn.
But it's like you got guys that are from the backwoods of Virginia, and they want to be a fighter.
Yeah.
I want to be a fighter.
I'm from Boone County.
Yeah, not making fun of country bumpkins, but there's some trailer park trash out there, man, that they're all about that fighting.
Yeah,
or they think they are until they fight somebody that has actual training in a actual legit gym and not somebody's backyard with a couple pairs of Everlast boxing gloves.
Yeah. I will say though, man, a lot of rednecks, they have dogs, like they're dogs, right? They just have to learn how to, I guess, to fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen some rednecks go at it, and I'm just like, damn, he just got hit with a handle of jack over the head, and this man is still going. Yeah. But so Austin, is he fighting in Atlantic City?
March 1st.
So
yep.
all right, so
Austin's fighting March 1st in Atlantic
City.
City.
Months here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and I'm going out of town next week.
Where are you
or
going?
this week. So we're going to Florida, dropping our dog off.
So you going back to Disney?
Maybe. No, I'm not. Dropping going to Florida, dropping our dog off right outside of Tampa. We got a Belgian Malinois,
Getting trained.
little fur missile. Getting her trained. She has some issues with dogs. Like she doesn't like other dogs. And so she's gonna be gone for 4 weeks. So we're taking her down there, dropping her off on Saturday, this Saturday coming up, and then driving about 5 or 6 hours to Apalachicola, Florida, spending the night, leaving in the morning, and then driving the rest of the way to Mississippi to see Megan's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Sweet. So in terms of the next episode, if we can't bump another one out this week, then
Probably have Ethan on or something.
yeah,
talk
I think
about
I
his
might just go
match.
ahead and have Ethan and Phil both on. Since
That'd
they're
be
both,
good. Yeah.
They're both going to be doing the embedded, and it'll just be us three doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I mean they're both very skilled jiu-jitsu.
Is Phil competing
practitioners.
too?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think he's just going to go to coach.
But
Ethan.
he's actually, I think he's going to do an IBJJF in Atlanta, his brown belt debut. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
When is that?
that's February 10th.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you got something in every month coming up, man.
Every month.
Staying
man.
busy, dude.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
Yep.
Like,
And then the 20th, we got the new breed, and then the 27th, both in Charlotte, by the way. So it's like,
yep.
Which for us in Charlotte's for about 3.5, 4 hours away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 20th.
20th New Breed in Charlotte. 27th, you have
Fight
Fight
for
for
It.
It there, and Ethan's thing, which is in Indianland SC. I'd never heard of it. I looked it up today.
It's like right beside
Dude,
Rock
it's like
Hill,
a little
Fort Mill.
city. It looks like a rich little city. You think of Indianland, I'm thinking of like. And first of all, before I say this, if you've been in upstate South Carolina, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You've been to places like Sherrill and Kershaw and things like that. I'm thinking like reservation type country stuff.
Nope.
But man, it looks like a nice little city.
I think it turned into one. We played down my football team. my high school played them in football. So I played Indian Land. Yeah, I've been on that football field. I think I caught a touchdown there.
Looked like a huge high school too.
So back in the day, it was only 1A.
Oh.
Yeah.
That high school looks huge.
Now it's probably big.
Yeah,
My school's like
County.
a 2A now.
Oh, word.
So
damn, now,
yeah.
Shit, you went to a small
school, bro. I graduated with 68 people.
Damn, I think my graduating class was close to 300.
My daughter's graduating class.
Where'd she go?
It's Carolina Forest. It's the second largest school in the state.
Right? Yeah. Who's bigger than them? Wando or something?
There's some upstate school. Yeah. I want to say it's some upstate school. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's going to be busy next couple of weeks. I'm excited, though. I like having things to look forward to, you know?
Me too, man. So. Yeah. And I think it'd be good to have Ethan on here. You know, he's practically, you know, managing this gym as far as like the day-to-day operations and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and I mean, even at like the promotion ceremony about Phil and Ethan, I mean, you said that they could be black belts, but they want to keep competing at a high level. So, you know, you're going to allow them to do that at brown belt. So, like, their knowledge is just...
Yeah, a lot of other places there'll be a black belt.
Yeah. And they're both very cool people, very interesting people, and...
nerds, big nerds.
Yeah.
Be ready. Be ready for the nerd. Nerd you out, man.
But
they're big anime...
Learn a little bit about them, and then, you know, watch the Embedded a couple weeks later of Ethan going to compete, and it'll be the first jiu-jitsu Embedded we've done. So,
that'd be cool.
See how it goes, man. I'm excited. So yeah.
And then Charlotte that night. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for, you know, watching this long and, you know, staying up to date with, you know, combat sports, especially not just, you know, globally, but around the area as well. And people from Next Element Academy. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to the podcast so we can keep pumping these things out. We're only just, you know, maybe 1,000 hours away or something like that, watch hours away from, you know, being partners with YouTube and actually making a little bit of money off of this podcast. Like a couple cents is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, when he says a little bit of money, maybe like 50 cents so far.
Anyways, thank you guys so much. You know, without you guys, none of this would be possible without you watching and, you know, doing nothing else with your lives. So I thank you and I appreciate you.
Yeah. What DK said. We're almost at 500 subs. We'll figure out another little giveaway to do at 500 subs. The watch hours and stuff, I don't know the exact number. It's somewhere we're like 1,500 or something away. But the first goal, though, we hit the 500 subs. We want to, you know, get partnered with YouTube. Obviously, I think that's everybody's goal who consistently puts videos on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And then try to build it so we can start having
bigger names
on. Because that's like. That's something
bigger names want to get paid. They want to get paid. They're like, hey, I'll do your podcast and talk on it, which doesn't cost me anything, but you're going to have to pay me.
Or at least make it worth their while with our audience. You
absolutely.
Know what I mean?
So they get a little bit of love so you guys can buy some of their swag or gear or whatnot.
Or their private lessons.
Yeah, their private lessons.
Anyways, all right.
Thank you guys.
That's it for us. Till next time.
Out.